Where forest fires cause the skies to look like this, it can be horrible. It can be terrible for going outdoors, and it can be horrible even if you are indoors. So in this video, I'm going to show you some things that are going to hopefully help if you do live in an area where there's forest fires and their forecast is smoke. The first thing you should do is go to your local hardware store and get some really good high-grade filters. Filters come in different kinds of varieties, so you want to get one that is good for for getting lots of particles out of the air. So you might want to spend $20 or $25, even $30 on some filters that look like this. I'm not going to name certain brands, so I would just say one that looks good as far as the amount of particles that comes out of the air. Next, you want to get a big box fan if you don't have one, and you want to set up something like this where the filter is up against the big box fan. Fans pull the air from the back and push it out the front through the use of the blade. So you want to make sure of two things. You want to, make sure that the direction of the filter is correct. They are directional specific. There are arrows on them. So make sure the arrows point to the direction of airflow from the back to the front of the fan. And then two, make sure that you have this in an area where there's a lot of smoke if it's coming in from the outside in the rooms. You don't want to put it somewhere where it's not a common area. You don't want to put it in a bedroom or someplace where it's isolated. You want to find the biggest rooms of your house, put it in an area where it can grab air and pull it through. Now, some of you may say, well, hey, that fan is up against a wall. Yes, it's near a wall, but that doesn't mean it still is not pulling air. If you feel the fan air being blown, that means that there's air circulating behind it. And so leaving it on for an extended period of time, yes, it uses electricity, but it is going to help circulate the air through a filter, and that's going to help pull some of that smoke out of the air, and it'll be caught by the filter. Here's another angle just to show you what it looks like. So that's our helpful tip for the day. So just to recap, if you live in an area where there's forest fires and a forecast that at times calls for smoke, you want to go ahead and get some filters, get some box fans, maybe 2 or 3 of them throughout the house, let them run. It goes without saying to shut all doors and windows. If you have air conditioning that's a window unit, well, depending on the time of year, you may have to take it down and close the window because that's going to pull smoke through. But if you have to have it on, having things like these inside the house can actually make that air a little bit cleaner. Thank you. Please like or subscribe, and have a good rest of the day.